We say it constantly. It's saved in the cloud. Just put it in the cloud. Don't worry, it's backed up to the cloud. But here is a strange question. Have you ever actually seen the cloud? You can't point at it, you can't touch it, and yet your photos, your messages, your whole digital life apparently live there. So what is it, really? By the end of this video, you will never be confused by that word again. And you will also learn one thing about the cloud that honestly should make you a little uncomfortable. Let's clear up the biggest myth first. The cloud is not floating in the sky, it is not magic, and it is not made of air. The cloud is a building. Actually, thousands of buildings. Giant warehouses the size of several football fields, packed wall to wall with computers, not laptops, stacks and stacks of machines called servers, humming away on metal shelves, day and night, kept cold by enormous cooling systems. These warehouses are called data centers, and they are very real places. There is probably one within a few hundred kilometers of where you are sitting right now. So the next time someone says your photo is in the cloud, what they really mean is this. Your photo is sitting on a hard drive, inside a computer, inside a giant warehouse, somewhere on Earth. So if it's just a warehouse full of computers, why on earth do we call it a cloud? Here is the part almost nobody knows. Decades ago, when engineers drew diagrams of computer networks, they had to represent the messy, complicated middle part, the tangle of connections out there on the internet that they didn't need to explain in detail. So they drew a simple little cloud shape around it. It was basically a way of saying, and then some complicated stuff happens here. Don't worry about it. That lazy little doodle stuck. And over time, that complicated stuff out there became the thing we now store everything on. The name was never about the sky. It was about a shrug. Okay, so how does your stuff actually get there? Let's follow a single photo. You take a picture on your phone. The moment you save it to the cloud, your phone makes a copy and sends it as data, racing through your Wi-Fi, out through cables, sometimes literally under the ocean, until it arrives at one of those data centers. There, it gets written onto a hard drive that does not belong to you. It belongs to a company. Apple, Google, Microsoft, whoever runs your cloud. Now here is the useful magic. When you pick up a different device, your tablet, your laptop, and open your photos, that picture travels all the way back to you. That is why your stuff appears on all your devices, as if by magic. It was never really trapped on your phone. It was sitting in that warehouse the whole time, waiting to be called back. If that still feels abstract, here is the simplest way to picture it. Think of your phone's own storage as a shoebox in your closet. It's close, it's yours, but it's small, and if your house floods, everything in it is gone. The cloud is like renting a storage locker across town. You can drive over and grab your things anytime you want. Any of your devices can reach in and pull things out. And if something happens to your house, your stuff in that locker is safe. That is the real promise of the cloud. Your digital life is no longer trapped on one fragile device in your pocket. And that is genuinely powerful. It means if you drop your phone in a lake tomorrow, your photos are not gone. It means you can start an email on your computer and finish it on your phone on the bus. It means a show on a streaming app doesn't have to be downloaded onto your TV, it just streams from a data center the moment you press play. In fact, you are using the cloud constantly, probably without thinking about it. Your email, your messaging backups, the photos that sync automatically, the shows you stream, all of it, the cloud. But now we get to the uncomfortable part I promised you. Remember what the cloud actually is. It is someone else's computer. Your photos, your messages, your documents, they are sitting on a machine owned by a company in a building you will never visit. And that comes with a quiet trade. You get convenience, they get custody. It means the company can, in principle, scan what you store. It means if they change their rules, or their prices, or they have a bad technical day, your access to your own memories depends on them. It does not mean the cloud is bad. I use it every single day, and you probably should too. But it does mean the word cloud hides something important. Your stuff is not floating safely in the sky. It is living in someone else's house. And what that company is actually allowed to do with it, what really happens the moment you tap that little accept all button, that is a story for the very next video. So, quick recap. The cloud is not in the sky. It is thousands of real warehouses full of computers. The name came from a doodle, and when your stuff is in the cloud, it is simply stored on a company's machine that you reach through the internet. Not magic. Just someone else's computer, and now you understand it better than most people ever will. If this made one confusing thing finally click into place, that is exactly what this channel is for, taking the intimidating parts of technology and making them simple. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, where we follow your personal data down a rabbit hole that will change how you tap accept all forever. Thanks for watching.